So here's the big question. How do you sell heavy-duty parts in a digital world? That's the question, and this is the place where you're going to find the answers. My name is Jamie Irvin, and we are live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome back to another live stream here on my personal profile. My name is Jamie Irvin. We're here to talk about how to sell heavy-duty parts in a digital world. Last week I was on holidays. I'm refreshed. I'm ready to go. I'm pumped. I'm excited. So thanks for joining me today. Now, as always with live broadcasts, we would love for you to comment and ask questions and participate in the conversation. So if you would like to do so, go ahead, make a comment. What doesn't matter what platform you're on, that'll come through, and I would love to have you part of today's live stream. Now, also, today's live stream is sponsored by the Heavy Duty Parts Report. Now, the Heavy Duty Parts Report is a weekly podcast that we do where we interview heavy-duty parts specialists and also industry experts to talk about how to lower cost per mile, how to invest in heavy-duty parts that help lower total cost of operation. So head over to heavydutypartsreport.com today. Make sure that you subscribe and follow the show. It is 100% free. And if you sign up to our weekly email, I will send you an email once a week giving you a notification about the latest episode so you never miss out. But of course, you can also follow the show on anywhere you get podcasts, YouTube, and our social channels like Facebook and Instagram and LinkedIn. Okay, so now that we've got that out of the way, let's switch gears here and talk about today's subject. So in today's subject, we're going to focus on how to use videos to sell heavy-duty parts. And I really wanted to start the conversation off by talking about what you shouldn't do with videos. So I see this all the time. A company spends thousands of dollars having a video production company come in and do one corporate video. And that video is all about the company, right? And basically the script of the video is, we've been in business for a long time. We've got many years of experience. We manufacture high quality parts, or we provide high quality service to the trucking industry. And here's some of our features and benefits of our products and services. And, you know, here's some beautiful shots of the outside of our building, maybe some shots of the inside of our building. And at the end of the video, it pretty much wraps up with a message that can be summarized in, next time you think about what we do, think about us. Don't do that, okay? That doesn't work for a couple main reasons. So one, the first reason that doesn't work is that video is all about you and your company, and nowhere in it did it tell your customer, first of all, who you want to do business with. So it didn't identify the person that video was made for. And second of all, it didn't really talk about any of the problems that your ideal customer is looking to solve. So when a person is taking in all these messages every day, and some people are pegging it at around 3,000 marketing messages per day that every individual person sees, the brain can't handle all that information. And so if you put up a video that, first of all, looks like everyone else, is formatted and structured like everyone else, no matter how beautiful it is, no matter how excellent the transitions are, no matter how awesome the music is and up-tempo it is, none of that really matters because it's not going to break through the noise. And so I see companies all the time. They spend thousands of dollars on these types of videos. They put them prominently on their website, and nothing happens. So don't do that. So what should you do? Well, that's what we're here to talk about today. Now, let's talk a little bit about creating the video for your customer instead of creating the video about you and your company. This requires a fundamental shift in your thinking. And, you know, no matter what we're doing, even the conversation we're having today, even though it's me talking and you're listening, hopefully if you want to participate, you're going to send a comment through, but we're talking in a narrative. And when it comes to videos, when it comes to marketing, we want to put things into a format that people will respond to. And so think about any good story. Every good story has a hero, it has a villain. The stakes are really high for the hero, and many stories have a guide. So think about Star Wars. Luke Skywalker, the original Star Wars, he's the hero. Darth Vader's the villain, and Luke Skywalker had Obi-Wan and Yoda as the guide. Think about Lord of the Rings, right? We've got the Hobbit as the hero. We've got Saruman as the villain, right? We've got Gandalf, the wizard, is the guide. And this structure can be seen repeatedly in most movies, most stories. This is repeated over and over again. You're going to find it in every movie, pretty much every movie you watch. And this is a great structure and a great way to think about producing a video that's going to help you sell heavy duty parts. Because if you get this right, at the very least, you're going to have a higher likelihood of reaching the person you're looking to sell parts to. And so you want to make the video about the hero of the story. And the hero is not you and your company. The hero is your customer. Now, what the villain is? Well, the villain is just the problem that is causing our hero, our ideal customer, problems. So that villain could be different from one video to the next, because depending on what product you're highlighting, the problem that product solves could be different. But we want to structure this, right? The customer's the hero, the problem's the villain, and we as the company, we're that trusted guide. We're Obi-Wan, we're Yoda, we're Gandalf. We're here to help the hero get from where they are, overcoming the problem, defeating the villain, and then having some sort of transformation where things are going to get a lot better for our hero. So that's how we want to structure our videos. We want to make them so that in the first 3 seconds, now there's a great book by Brendan Kane. It's called something about 3-second marketing. We live in a 3-second world, and what that is referring to, and actually if you look very carefully at the way that Facebook ranks video views, they look at who is watching for the first 3 seconds. And that's all you've got to hook. So every great story, Russell Brunson is someone that I follow, and he always talks about hook, story, offer. That hook has to work very, very quickly at the beginning of the video. It's got to hook the hero. It has to identify the hero. It has to, it has to say something to them that makes them, as they're scrolling, stop and go, this is for me. Okay, so once you have the structure of the video correct, and you walk through that process of explaining who the hero is, what the problem is, how you help them solve that problem and guide them to some sort of great transformation, then you want to make sure that the video tells that person what the first step is, right? What's that call to action? What should they go do? I see a lot of good videos with poor call to actions. Russell Brunson calls that the offer. And once you get all of this right, what's beautiful about it is it becomes a repeatable process. So one and done videos don't work. You have to put out videos regularly, and you have to produce them in such a way that they follow a good structure and that they get the person to go do something specific. And you also want to make sure that the videos are helping your prospect move through your buying journey, moving from prospect to customer. Now, how do you do that? Well, the best thing for you to do is to really pay attention to where people stop moving through your buying journey. Where do you lose prospects where they don't end up converting? That's a friction point. That's a problem area in your system. And that's a great place for a video, because oftentimes what's really going on is there's some sort of confusion, and confusion kills deals. A lack of clarity is going to be very, very damaging to the effectiveness of your videos. And so you can use videos every place in your buying journey where typically your prospects have a little bit of tension, a little bit of confusion, where maybe a big question comes up in their mind. Can I afford this? Is this the right solution for me, as an example? That's a great place to make a video. So you should have a successive videos laid out so that your customers are able to find them very easily. They can binge watch the entire video series from one end to the other. So for example, if you go to Jamie Irvin Live on YouTube, I've got a playlist, and I don't air it, or I don't publish my videos with the most recent video first in that playlist. I actually start with the very first video in this series. And people can go from one video to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next, and binge watch the entire series if they wish. And that's a great way to think about it. Binge watchable or binge worthy videos is what you're really trying to create. So when you're doing your videos, one, focus on the customer, focus on the problem, and then talk about your solution. And finally, ask them to do something specific every time they watch a video that you've produced. Two, make those videos about the problems or the places where people typically have questions when they're thinking about buying whatever part you're trying to sell. So make sure that those videos are in order, and will take someone from just meeting you for the first time all the way through to signing up an account and starting to buy parts from you. That's what you should be looking to create. And make sure that the videos answer relevant questions. So once that initial video series is done, then you can start to make other videos that add more value. And a great place to start when you're at that level is to go talk to your customer service department, talk to your salespeople and say, hey, what questions regularly come up? That's a place for you to make a video. That's an opportunity to make a video following this framework to be able to solve your customer's problem and show them what to do. Everybody is overwhelmed. People just want simple answers and they want a clear plan. Give me 2 or 3 things to go do and help me transform my business. Okay, so after talking about all of that, I'm going to lay out for you who my ideal customer is. So if you're a heavy-duty parts manufacturer who is struggling to get videos, produce videos that help you sell more parts, then what I would like you to do is I would like you to head over to heavydutypartsreport.com, and I would like you to go to the contact form and send me a message. And in that contact form, you're going to be able to select what you're interested in. There's a drop down, pick work with Jamie. Now, if you do that, we're going to set up a meeting and we're going to talk to you about where you are in the development of your marketing. And we're going to help you see a plan to move from where you are to a place where your customers will be able to find all of the videos they need to find to be able to move them through your buying journey and for them to buy more from you. And that is the kind of transformation that you can experience when you work with me. And if you don't want to go to that website and fill out that form, then you can just message me directly on this social channel that you're on right now, or send me an email, jamie@heavydutypartsreport.com. One call to action made as simple for you as possible. Whatever device you use and however you prefer to communicate, I'm available. Reach out to me and we will get a meeting scheduled so we can figure out how to help you get to where you want to be, where you're using videos to sell more heavy-duty parts. Thank you so much for watching this live stream. And I look forward to next week. I will be back next week. And next week, we're going to talk about search engines. So we're on an ongoing conversation here about how to sell heavy duty parts in a digital world. And next week, we're going to really get into how to leverage search engines for you so that you can help more people find you and have more people enter into your sales journey, your buying journey, and start watching your videos and become customers faster than ever before. So that's what we're talking about next week. I will see you next Thursday. Until then, have a great day. And don't forget to check out heavydutypartsreport.com, sponsors of this live stream. Okay, take care. We'll talk to you later. Bye.